What's going on, everybody? We got lots of fun movie news today. So I'm going to be going over all that. We got stuff ranging all the way from Fast and Furious to Superman, which comes out in about a week for some people, a week and 1 day for some other people, and just over a week for most people. That's Superman. We got some stuff about the Odyssey. We got some stuff about Tron Ares and a fun trailer that I have not watched yet. I've seen clips of it from CinemaCon, but a trailer for a new sci-fi film, Project Hail Mary. So let's go ahead and get on to it. All right, so first up, we have Vin Diesel teases Paul Walker's character could return for Fast Furious 11, confirms April 2027 release. We are reuniting Dom and Brian O'Connor. So, did anybody really expect them not to do that? They've been teasing it ever since they cut the character of Brian. And, like, I think what was the end of Fast 9, they had his car coming up. Fast 10, they talk about him all the time. Fast 8, they talk about him all the time. He was in Fast 7. So, I don't know. I could see it happen, or was it 10 where he pulls up at the very? No, no, no. It was Fast 9 because 10 left on the cliffhanger. What I'm curious about is for Fast and Furious 11. It's been like what 3, 4 years by the time it finally comes out. How the heck are they going to keep his kid the same age? They have to recast the kid. There's no way that they're going to have the kid like be aged up like 4 or 5 years when the movie takes place immediately after. That'd be ridiculous. But anyways, let's get to the article here from Variety. Start your engines because Vin Diesel is promising a major return for Fast and Furious 11. On Saturday night, Diesel joined his Fast and Furious co-stars Tyrese Gibson and Cody Walker at Fuel Fest, a car enthusiast event in Pomona, California. During his brief appearance, Diesel told the crowd of fans what to expect from the final Fast and Furious film. He also confirmed a tentative release window of April 2027. So I think this movie was supposed to come out this year, and then he had the allegations or whatever come out against him, and then those have been dropped, and then they had to do reshoots or something because he did post a photo or something like that of the, like on set like last year at some point. So I don't know what the deal was, but anyways, the studio said to me, Vin, can we please have the finale of Fast and Furious in April 2027? Yeah, they're like, Vin, let's get this show on the road, bro. Let's get this done because we're tired of spending money on these films. I said under three conditions. First is to bring the franchise back to LA. The second thing was to return to the car culture, to the street racing. The third thing was reuniting Dom and Brian O'Connor. So, I mean, they've said that in all of them ever since Fast Five. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go back street racing. We're gonna go back street racing. They do like one or two street races. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be a long movie if they want to do that. At least in Fast 10, they weren't like saving the world. It's just a dude that was going crazy like the Joker. It is unclear what Diesel means when suggesting that Paul Walker's cop turned street racer would return to the series. Paul Walker died in a car crash at the age of 40 in 2013. So if he were to star in the final Fast and Furious, he would need to be digitally inserted, which they've already done with his brother Cody, and I think Caleb is the other one. They did that for Fast 7. The latest film in the franchise, Fast X, was released in May 2023. It grossed more than $700 million worldwide at the end of its run against a colossal production budget of $340 million. So yeah, it lost money. Yeah, it lost money. Starring Diesel, Alan Rich. Okay, blah, blah. There goes the thing. It is unclear if Fast 11 will actually continue the story of Fast X after a long delay. Well, it should because it ended with a bridge getting blown up. Fuck. So, anyways, what do you guys think about that? Would you like to see them return to LA, return to the street racing, and then have Brian return, of course? In Fast, what was it? It was 9 or 10. I think it was 9. They had flashback scenes of like a young Dom, young Letty, young oh, what's the brother's name? Jacob, young version of them. I would like to see that cast. I mean, maybe they're a little bit too old now, but take a young cast and do a prequel story. Show how the original team got together, how they grew up together, and everything like that, and lead it into the first one. I think a prequel story or series of that would be awesome. It truly would be kids street racing for money, street racing for clout, street racing for whatever. So I'm really looking forward to Fast 11 having an end, having a cap off, and I would really like them to do that as well. That's just my idea. Let me know if you got any ideas for what a Fast and Furious spinoff movie would or could or should be. All right, sorry about that. Next up, Okay, let's see. Hold on. Just get all my stuff situated here. All right. So Avengers Secret Wars is coming out in a couple years, and a lot of people are looking forward to seeing who is going to be coming back for this movie where they bring into everybody from the multiverse. Now, a character that I know everyone is most excited to see is Wasp. Okay, the build-up leading up to the next Avengers film has been fraught with speculation and questions about which characters will appear in the next two installments, which are set to conclude the multiverse saga. The first two newly announced Avengers films of Doomsday is currently in production, and then there's also Avengers Secret Wars. Most people don't know about that one because I mean it's got 2.5 years. Um, One MCU alum has taken to social media to tease their appearance and possibly even their interaction with an unconfirmed character. As Wasp reported by the news account Cosmic Marvel in a tweet that can be seen below, Ant-Man the Wasp Quantumania star Evangeline Lilly was asked if the Wasp would appear in Avengers Secret Wars alongside Wolverine, famously played by Hugh Jackman. Lily's response was cryptic, winking face emoji, which fans can't help but think that means that would indeed be the case. Now, A, yeah, she don't know, but B, who had the idea to just pair up those random? Is there a comic line that's pretty fun with Wasp and Wolverine that I don't know about? I mean, I don't know a lot about the comics, so if there is, inform me, let me know. But who would just ask these two most random characters, or especially this random actor, hey, is your random character gonna be in Avengers Secret War, even though you're a retired actor and nobody even knows if Hugh Jackman's really coming back? I mean, I think he's 100% coming back still. I think he'll come back even after Secret Wars. But still, where did this randomness just come from? Cosmic Marvel, you didn't want to ask maybe like Tobey Maguire or something like that. I don't know. Anybody but Wasp. Who gives a shit about Wasp? No offense. I like Evangeline Lilly and I like the Ant-Man and the Wasp movies, except the third one. But still, what the fuck? What the most random thing ever? Anyways, I digress. Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars are both set to be directed by the Russo brothers and have been positioned as a two-part story, similar to the Infinity War and Endgame. I almost said Infinity Game. However, it doesn't seem likely these next two films will shoot back to back, especially considering both films have now delayed release dates because of the more traditional production schedule. It could very well be the case that Secret Wars will be entirely different from the one in Doomsday. I don't think they're going to be shooting them simultaneously, but back to back is yes. They're going to be filming it, and while they're in post, they're gonna be writing Secret Wars if they haven't already done it, and then during the right before the release of Doomsday, they're gonna be filming Secret Wars. They're gonna be filming Secret Wars like 6 months before. They're gonna be directing Secret Wars while also being into the post production process of Doomsday. It's gonna be a big task. Wolverine's box office success could lead to an appearance in. Yeah, I mean, if you truly think that he's done as Wolverine, I gotta say you're retarded. Retarded. That's from Deadpool and Wolverine. For those that don't get the joke, but he's absolutely is coming back. He said before in like I think when he was doing press for the Wolverine in like 2013, he said one way to get me to stay would be if I team up Robert Downey Jr. and Tobey Maguire. If they can get that going, I'll come back and play him as many times as they want. He said something along those lines. And now they have that chance, and it's gonna happen, bro. It's gonna happen. And I think it would be really fun too if you take the leads from each kind of era. So you take the lead of the X-Men era, Hugh Jackman. You take the lead of the Spider-Man era, Tobey Maguire. And you take the lead of the MCU era, Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark. You have the three of them, a Tony Stark variant, work with them to defeat Doom in Secret Wars, or go throughout the multiverse and get the Secret Wars together. However they're going to do it, I don't know. But I would like to see that sort of like a time travel, multiverse travel movie like Endgame, but with those three guys. I think that would be really fun to see. Anyways, let me know what you think about this down below. Evangeline Lilly, the Wasp actress, is teasing that she will be filming scenes alongside Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, and Avengers Secret Wars. Let me know what you think about her winky face cryptic message. Do you think it's not going to happen? Do you think it will happen? I think it's going to happen. I think they're going to do every single thing that they can to get every single person that's ever been in a Marvel movie, including somebody like Nicolas Cage, Ghost Rider. But anyways, let me know all your thoughts down below. Okay. Going into the world of Superman, as I said, we got Superman releasing in about a week for some people, a week and 1 day for other people, and just over a week for most people. Nicholas Hoult recalls auditioning for Superman on the same day as David Cornswet. The Nosferatu actor ended up landing the role of Lex Luthor, and the actor who landed the title role was glad he did because a superhero is only as interesting as their villain. I agree. Before he landed the role of the villain Lex Luthor, Nicholas Hoult had his eye on playing the hero, Superman. Nicholas Hoult and David Cornswet stopped by Jimmy Kimmel Live to promote their upcoming film, Superman, which was directed and written by James Gunn. The host Diego Luna asked them about their audition process. This is very awkward. Yes, I auditioned for Superman, Holt responded before Cornswet added that they auditioned on the same day and had crossed each other. I walked out. Oh, let's just watch the clip because I don't want to read it. Actually, never mind. It's Jimmy Kimmel. He's probably going to do some copyright bullshit. I'll just read it. I walked out of doing one of my audition scenes and I was like, yeah, not bad. Okay. And I walked around the corner and there was lots of shadows in the studio and then one ray of sunshine, Holt recalled. David had taken a seat in this ray of sunshine and he was sitting there charging up from the sun like Superman does, getting his power. The Nosferatu actor continued, why don't they say the Superman actor? I don't understand. I walked over to say hello and he stood up and I was like, God damn, he's about an inch taller than me. Look at his hair, look at his jawline. And then he started speaking and I shook his hand and I was like, his hands are a bit bigger than me. And then he spoke and I was like, oh, his voice is a little deeper too. And in that moment, whilst we were shaking hands, I was like, I'd be happy if this guy was Superman. I was like, you're perfect for it. A lot of people have wanted David Cornsweet. It's funny. I first saw David Cornsweet in the show Hollywood on Netflix. I believe it's Netflix. And I had even told my mom, I was like, hey, this is a good show. And also, one of the guys in this show, he could probably be a pretty good Superman if Henry Cavill didn't have the job. Lo and behold, Henry Cavill lost the job a few months later. And then I was like, bro, this is that time. So I've been promoting this guy as Superman for, oh man, for years now, since like 2021, 2022. So he's the guy that I would have picked if I didn't have Henry Cavill. And so I'm happy to see what he's going to do with the role. Cornswet added that he admired Nick as an actor for a long time and that getting to meet him when they were both dressed as Clark Kent was a bit weird but wonderful. However, he said, the day that I found out he had agreed to play Lex Luthor, I thought this may be the best thing that happens to this film because the superhero is only as interesting as their villain. Superman, which also stars Rachel Brosnahan, who we're going to get to in the next article, as Lois Lane, hits theaters July 11th. So what do you think about that? Would you have liked to have seen Nicholas Hoult as Superman? How do you think he would have done? I think he's a good actor. I think he would have done well. And I think he still has the fit for it. He might not have the build, but you could build anybody. And then, but I think he looks really good as Lex Luthor too. So I can't wait to see their dynamic in the movie. I haven't watched any clips or anything like that because I want to be surprised in the movie. I don't want to walk into the movie and having already seen most of it from all these clips. So with that, again, let me know, what do you think about Nicholas Hoult auditioning for Superman? Is that something you would have rather seen, or are you happy that he's playing Lex? Sticking into the world of Superman, we got Rachel Brosnahan here. Superman's Rachel Brosnahan addresses potentially playing Lois Lane for 10 to 15 years. Superman's Lois Lane actress addressed whether she could stay in the new DC universe for a decade or more if the movie is a hit. While James Gunn has recently said that he would be happy if Superman just made his budget back, the movie's performance is key to knowing how the DCU's future projects will shape up. So James Gunn wants this to just make its budget back because as long as people enjoy it, that's what matters. It doesn't have to make $1 billion. It just has to make enough money to show the studio, hey, these movies can make money. And if it's good and it's got good word of mouth, then more people will go see the movie. If Superman is a hit, see future movies. If Superman is a hit, then there's no doubt that Gunn will want to revisit these characters sooner than later. When Gunn and DC Studios co-CEO Peter Safran first announced projects that were part of their 10U DCU plan, Superman was chosen as the franchise's first film. This means Superman's cast of characters is important to the franchise's future. I wouldn't necessarily say that. Superman is, but I don't know if the whole cast is. During a Superman movie set visit attended by Screen Rant and other members of the press, Superman's Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan, revealed that she would be happy to stay in the DCU for the next 10 to 15 years. According to the actress, she'd be lucky to always have Lois to go back to. Check out the full quote below. Rachel, I'd be so lucky. I mean, we're early, so talk to me in a couple of years. But this industry is so feast or famine. I would feel so lucky to have something, and certainly something as iconic as this to return to. Well, hopefully, I'd have the opportunity to go out and do other things and live in different universes and come back to this. After having worked on a show, I never thought I'd want to be a part of something for 5 or 6 years. That felt like a lifetime to me at 26 when we started working on that. Wow. And time flies, and you build these families that you sometimes spend more time with than you do with your own. How lucky you get to go to summer camp every year. Yeah, it's also a fact that you spend um 80% more time with your coworkers than you do with your actual family by the time you die. So that's tragic. What her comments mean? Her comments mean, Screen Rat, that she's enjoying it. So that's all that matters. So I'm not going to read the rest of that. I hate that Screen Rat does this article, but they got good stories. So what do you guys think about this? Rachel Brosnahan playing Lois for 10 to 15 years. Do you think she looks like she'll do the job well as Lois? I think she'll be great. I think she'll be up there with like Erica Durant's type Lois Lane, and definitely Margot Kidder as well. So I'm excited for it. I'd like to see her play Lois Lane forever, or not forever, but for as long as she can, as long as she's good. I mean, I'll let you guys know after next week. So we will see. Let me know what you think about that down below. Okay. All right. Next up, we have some casting news. Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey update confirms Charlize Theron's highly speculated role. So I don't know if it was announced that she was already in it. Oh wait, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Stupid Apple. I don't know if it was announced that she was already in it or not, but anyways, we're gonna get it figured out right now. Academy Award winner Charlize Theron's place is in the ever expanding cast for Christopher Nolan's upcoming adaptation of The Odyssey has reportedly been confirmed, and it's a perfect role from the celebrated actress on the heels of the acclaimed historical drama Oppenheimer. Nolan will dip into antiquity to adapt Homer's epic Greek poem. While the roles of the most A-listers who have been cast in the Odyssey remain a mystery, we recently learned which character from one of the greatest literary accomplishments of the ancient world Theron will be playing. The red carpet with Variety, Theron confirmed she would be portraying the goddess of sorcery, Circe. Didn't she play Circe in something else? Circe is one of the primary antagonists of the Odyssey as a powerful sorceress who traps the hero, Odysseus, and his men on her island and transforms his crew into animals. Interesting. While there had been no he's doing it like that. While there has been no formal announcement of the casting from Nolan or Universal, Theron's response in interviews confirms she is playing Circe. Interesting. Okay, I don't know anything about the Odyssey, so all this is just brand new to me. So I'm very excited for it, but I didn't know it was a movie like this. I just thought it was like I thought it was like a Roman Empire battle movie. Circe is one of the most powerful characters in Homer's epic poem, and in the narrative, she waylays Odysseus on his journey from home, or she's on his journey home for more than a year. In addition to her transforming half of his men into animals with drugged wine and cheese, Odysseus is seduced by Circe. In the expanded mythology, fathers a son with her named Telegonus. Damn, Circe a hoe. After staying on Circe's Island for a year. Okay, I don't want to know about the whole thing, dude. I want to be surprised when I see it. Quit giving us the fucking backstory of this shit. So all right. So either way, what do you think about Charlize Theron being Circe? I mean, she's pretty sexy. So as long as they don't make her hair short again, I think it's gonna be a pretty good show. Let me know what you guys think about that down below, and let me know what do you think of Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. Are you excited for it? Are you not excited for it? I'm very excited for it, even though I know nothing about it. I cannot wait to see a trailer. I guarantee a trailer will be coming this November with Wicked or before Avatar. Let me know what you think about all this down below. All right, we got some Tron news today too that I'm excited for. I love the Tron movies. I've only seen the first one once, but I love Tron Legacy. Tron Ares will upgrade the saga with the holy grail of computer graphics. Tron has always been ahead of the curve. That's by design. If you're presenting the story in a mega advanced virtual world, you need to be at the cutting edge. The 1982 original was exactly that, pioneering visual effects and service of a tale that predated the rise of, well, everything that's come since. Oh man, I got a hiccup. Sorry. Tron Legacy took that to the next level in 2010, taking a quantum leap into its conception of the grid with wild neon visuals and delivering one of them, the first Legacy sequels. Hey, it's in the title, long before Hollywood got hooked on them. That's true. Now here comes Tron Ares, a whole new evolution set to propel audiences into a future they don't realize they're already hurtling towards. A new Tron means another gigantic leap forward in creating the film's digital world. ILM is treating the process of working on Ares like it's the holy grail of computer graphics. Director something running tells Empire, even in a saturated blockbuster landscape, he promises things audiences have never seen before, set to elevate the world and take it to the next level, which includes motion controlled camera movements on the grid, designed as if the lens was operated by machine rather than man. The concept was that a program was filming a program, he explained. So it's shot by robot. That's kind of cool. I mean, that sucks for the person who lost that job, but it's cool for the story. For the original Tron creator, Steven Leisberger, this kind of innovation is the name of the game. Something comes out and it's too avant garde at the time, and then the real world catches up with it, he says, reflecting on the saga's legacy. Now, in Ares, the world of Tron will collide with our reality, bringing light cycles to city streets where they slice cars in half. Yeah, that's a cool scene. It has become a symbol of our writing this technology that is going faster than we ever imagined. Leisberger says Tron's of most iconic visual. We've integrated it into it, and the speed of it is mind-boggling. And in Ares, it's a metaphor for the fact that this technology is moving through everyday part of our reality. Ares is arriving on time then. With each passing day, artificial intelligence is encroaching on our everyday lives. The movie touches all these things, says past live Greta Lee, who plays the programmer Eve Kim. So many days on set, we would get the chills because the ideas that Lisberger put into place years ago are not just still relevant, but in our faces, inescapable. There's never been a better time for Tron to return. I agree. And I'm so excited for Tron. After now F1 and Top Gun Maverick, I can already see it happening. People are going to rewatch Tron Legacy, A, for this movie, but B, they're going to see that the director of that movie was Joseph Kosinski, the guy that just directed F1 and Top Gun Maverick, which were two hits, and people are going to like Tron Legacy all of a sudden. I've stood by it since 2010. That movie's goated. Everybody else that hated on it sucks. And now it's going to be the bandwagon to like it. But welcome in. Welcome to finally loving the Tron era. So we got Tron 3 coming out this October. Oh, that's cool. That's a new little added feature. Let me know what you think about this down below. Are you excited to see Tron Ares? Are you not? Do you not care? Or are you going to be one of those people that realizes that Tron Legacy was directed by the great Joseph Kosinski, who directed Top Gun Maverick and F1, and now all of a sudden you're going to like it? Let me know down below. All right, we're coming up on our second to last topic for today. This one came out on Friday, I believe, and Matt Reeves finally completes this Batman Part 2 script for DC Studios. Now, is that a subtitle there? I can't tell. I don't know. Either way, it's done, folks. It's done. 173 weeks after Matt Reeves's. Jesus Christ, is that how long it was? Really? Swooped into the cinemas and knocked our bat socks off with the grunge take on the Cape Crusader. He now finally has written the Batman Part 2. Let's see if I can click on. Is there a full photo? Yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool photo. It's definitely intentionally done like this. So like, and it got approval from James Gunn and David Zaslav and all them over at Warner Brothers. But all right, cool. Like that's awesome. Is anything else like interesting gonna happen? I don't know. Let's see what it says here. It's really just them talking. We don't have any further details about the Batman Part 2 right now, so the massive flood bats narrowly averted at the end of the film could be teeing off through the No Man's Land comic arc, which similarly follows the citizens of Gotham as they recover a citywide disaster from a citywide disaster and introduces the Batman vibe-fitting villains like Clayface, Mr. Zsasz, the ventriloquist. Also, an arc prominently features the Joker, who you may recall showing up in Barry Keoghan form in a deleted scene from the first movie. And at the very end of the movie Empire, you jackass, he was talking to the Riddler, bro. Stupid. So what do you guys think about this? I think this means absolutely nothing. I think this means, a version of the script is done. They might have to go in for rewrites. They might not even like it, so they might have to do a page one rewrite. Anything can happen at this point. At least the first part's done, but Jesus, I guarantee James Gunn's gonna read this and go, what can I do to get him off the project and just take this script and chop it up and put it back together and blend it in with my DCU? I think that's what James Gunn's done to do. I have no belief that they're going to be having two separate Batman universes on in live action on the big screen. All because I said this a couple weeks ago, all because of the reason why James Gunn canceled Superman and Lois, the TV show. He said he canceled, or according to Elizabeth Tolacker, I think is her name, the woman that played Lois Lane on the show. She said that the studio said they didn't want there to be a confusion with multiple Supermen on screen, even though one's small screen and the other one was going to be big screen. Whatever. If it's truly that, then how the fuck do you not think people would get confused between two Batmen on a cinema screen? I don't think most people would. I think Superman and Lois could have continued. I think James Gunn's ego is just so fucking high that he can be the only person working on Superman at a time. Could be that. And maybe now he wants to tackle Batman and he's going to tell Matt Reeves, hey, I want to be the only person working on Batman because I'm the greatest. So I don't know. I think this whole Superman and Lois was canceled because they don't want two Superman on screens is bullshit if you're going to have two different Batman on screen. But if there is, hey, man, I will never be upset about more Batman. So I'm just upset that Superman and Lois was canceled, as you could tell. But with that, though, let me know, what do you guys think about the Batman 2? What story would you like to see? A lot of people have wanted Mr. Freeze to be the villain. I could see that happening. I would love for them to go kind of, I mean, it's a shitty video game, but Arkham Knight. I would love for them to go that route and have Bruce explore more into the Court of Owls and find out that maybe his dad created the Court of Owls and that his uncle is actually running the Court of Owls and he's known the whole time he's Batman, things like that. I would love to see that kind of a storyline play out. I think the Court of Owls is one of the coolest comic arcs or comic like Batman eras that there has ever been. The Court of Owls are awesome because it really fucks with Batman's psyche. And I think that's the best way to hurt Batman. So with that, let me know what you think about all that down below. All right. And for our final topic today, we are going to watch the trailer to Hail Mary, or Project Hail Mary, excuse me. I've seen this trailer. I don't know if it's this trailer per se, but I have seen this movie's footage at CinemaCon. And I mean, it was good from what I remember. I liked it. Let me see here. Oh my gosh. I wonder if can you guys hear that back there? All right, so let's go ahead and let me shrink myself down a bit. Let me go ahead and give myself a shrunken image, and then we will go ahead and watch Project Hail Mary, the first trailer. I almost said the original trailer. The first trailer, a nice, juicy 3-minute trailer. It's not even a teaser, just a straight up trailer. So let's go ahead and get right to it.
Please state your name.
Ryland Grace. I just woke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment. And
oh, wait. I messed up. Okay, I'm going to restart that. I forgot to start recording. Okay. Project Hail Mary trailer is out, and we're going to watch it now.
Please state your name.
Ryland Grace. I just woke up from a coma. I'm several light years from my apartment. And I'm not an astronaut.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm not an astronaut.
If you don't go, you die.
Oh, okay.
With the rest of us.
She was in a really good movie.
The sun is dying. You are the only scientist who might know what this says.
I'm just a teacher at Grover Cleveland Middle.
You have a doctorate in molecular biology. I need you to come with us. This is Project Hail Mary. The sun is not the only star dying. Every star was infected by its neighbor, except one.
Why?
We don't know.
Which is why we have a ship to go there and find out.
It's 11.9 light years away.
The astronauts die in space.
It's what you Americans would call a long shot.
Hail Mary. I get it.
Who on earth is going to sign up for this?
If we do nothing, everything on this planet will go extinct.
You'll find a solution.
You are my solution.
I put the
Oh,
knot
that's
in
the girl
astronaut.
from,
I've never done
AT&T
anything. I've never done a
commercials.
space. I can't even
The
moonwalk.
not an astronaut.
I understand the stakes. I do. My place is in the classroom.
The world is counting on you.
This might be very hard for you to understand.
Oh, what the fuck?
Some people are not good at things.
You know who you are. You're gonna do great.
I conquered Zero G in 5 hours.
Whoa.
Object approaching.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god.
Whoa. That's the shit, bro?
So, I met an alien. He's kind of growing on me. He's not growing in me, you know, which was a concern for a little while.
Bro, yes.
I'm Grace. I'm gonna call you Rocky. Thumbs up. Nope, that's thumbs down. We did a thumbs up. It's close enough.
Okay, I think he's okay. So he's calling him Rocky because it looks like he's made of rocks. He's like Korg, made of rocks. But I mean, cool. That movie looks awesome. I haven't read the novel. I don't want to read the novel. I don't like reading the books before I see the movies. The visuals look stunning. Apparently that this isn't like a scary alien movie. It's a fun alien movie. So we'll see. The only question I have is that if Earth's gonna die in a couple hundred years, and he says it's 11.9 light years away, how the hell is that gonna work out? By the time he gets there, they're gonna be dead. Do they find a way to travel faster than the speed of light? So I don't know. I probably all answers that happen in the book, but because I don't want to read the book, I don't have the I can't have the audacity to ask a question and be confused by the answer. So with that, directed by Phil Lord, Chris Miller, they've done great stuff. They've done the Spider-Verse movies. They've done some people forget they did 21 Jump Street. They brought Jump Street back. They did that. They've done a lot of fun stuff. So that was Project Hail Mary. Let me know what you think about that down below. Are you excited for that? Let's see. Okay. All right, guys. And that is it for today's show. Thank you so much for watching. To those that tuned in, thank you for watching. If you watched on the replay, I'll be back tomorrow with some more movie news live. Don't forget, Subathon will be this Wednesday. Wednesday at 4 p.m. I'll be going live until at least 4 a.m. I'm going to start off with a 12-hour Subathon marathon stream. For every 8 subs I get, I will add 1 hour to the stream until I get to a cap of 24 hours. So if you want to see a longer stream, a longer Subathon marathon stream, go ahead and be sure to subscribe. Again, I'll be back tomorrow as well. And I'll be back in a couple hours, maybe like 30 minutes or so, maybe even less, to go over MMA news live. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys again for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.